so fucked up. I said, how am I gonna get there, man? Nato said, I got you. I said,
I was waiting on you to say, nah, I'm chilling tonight.
I was this close.
Man, I was like, and then I told Krissy, I was like, see, if Reef go, I go.
That's exactly how she got into it. Man, where you going? I'm like,
I came with Reef. I was like, man, fuck, man, you supposed to say no, dog.
Because I was hoping you would, and then be like, well, he said no. I mean, hey, so I appreciate y'all coming up here, man. What's up, guys?
What's goody?
This is just a recap of doing the ATL meetup yesterday, man. I thought it was they did a good job. I didn't know a lot of those bigger guys, but man, they put on a good event.
Yeah,
I think they did a good job for a second year around. I mean, I wasn't here last year, but
yeah, it was damn professional. Like, yeah, I mean, you know, it was a little kinks and shit, but you know, it's when dealing with a lot of people like that, it's gonna be because there's a lot of people that came through. But
I think there was a good, what, like 60, 70 people?
Yeah, I think there was more than that.
Yeah. Because first I thought it was gonna be like 30 or 40, and I was looking, I was like, yo, this shit packed. Like,
it was cool though.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I think it was good. I think that for the space that they rented out, I think it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't cheap, but you know, I think we used the space really well and we made the best of it. I think
stage, the mic, all
right.
That, like it was good.
Yeah,
they did that thing,
and it was cool. So like when you brought this up to me 2 months ago, I was just like, I don't know, man, that's kind of out of my way. But as you started talking about it more, I started looking into it. I was like, well, you know what? You know, I want to go out here and meet you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to meet Miko. And then I know that she was coming a little bit after. And I was like, well, fuck. I mean, shit. And then, of course, you know, shout out to you for the Hulki boy surprise.
Man.
That was
a
badass.
Yeah, we was
with his
man.
big ass,
it was like, yo,
yeah.
I was like, how the fuck can I get both of them in the same area at the same time, yo? And then I was like, yo, that's why I was like, yo, you going to the club? I kept checking in, like, yo, you going? You go? All right, bet. But I know he couldn't bring the baby in and shit.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, we gotta get them to come outside. And you walked up right at
I just got out of the Uber and I was like, what the?
I just heard, what up, fool? I looked back, I was like, yo, check me.
I saw her and then I saw you. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's cool, man. Nate over here holding the baby and shit. I was all in. You know, I got to meet Nato for the first time and man, super cool guy over here, man.
Big
super
facts.
chill. I think the biggest thing over the weekend is that we met some pretty cool people.
Yes.
I've had some conversation. They might not remember me or I don't remember their name, but everybody I talked to was super cool.
Yeah, like I didn't expect that. Like I was nervous as hell. I just leaped. I was like, man, I'm gonna just do that, man. I'm gonna meet up with people and shit. And on the way here, I was still nervous. I'm like, damn, man, like I'll be a lot of people I don't know, bro. Like this shit crazy. And then as soon as we seen each other, it was just like we already knew each other.
Yeah.
Like we already met. It wasn't nothing. Like even Thrive was like, damn, man, I feel like we met before. I was like, yo, it felt like that. Yo, we played Among Us and all that shit. So it just was good. Like it was just a good energy.
I think that was cool. And like when I was talking to Krissy at the club, and that's not really my scene or anything, but I was having a good time. I was chilling and everything. Everybody was having a good time, and then everybody started socializing more and started opening up more. Obviously, the alcohol helps, but I think it set the tone for the next day because we all everybody had a good time the night before. Everybody come to the meetup.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Like we chilled that night. Then the next day we seen each other a little bit more sober. It was like, yo, what up, man? Oh, that's who you is. And then that's when the networking started. It was fun.
Big time.
Then the networking started in the ballroom. Like that was cool, yo.
So what were your expectations, Krissy? As when you were coming here, obviously you were coming to make it a multi-trip, make the best out of it, and then come and hang out. Like, what were your expectations as you first got here, and what did you think? I know you came from the furthest. I would want to say.
Yeah.
Around the motherfucking world. Man.
Yeah, I came from way across the way. I didn't really expect anything, to be honest with you. It was just literally an open book. I mean, as we all know, we're content creators, and sometimes content creating means that you might have to hide your own persona and put out something else. So I wasn't too sure how people were going to be. I don't know if they were going to be douchebags or they were going to be like more chilled, and they were 110% more chilled. It was a wicked vibe. I mean, I didn't really get to communicate with a lot of people because there were so many people and I was hiding. So
I think you did a good job. Like you even said a post I had saw like, I'm here, what do I do with my shyness? And it was funny because even though you're shy, but once you started getting comfortable, you were just exactly who I thought you were gonna be. Like how you are on stream. I was like, oh, she's lovely, she's great, just how it was. Reef was the same, you know what I mean? I talked to Nato quite a bit on the side, just getting to know him. I didn't know who he was or whatever, and I was like, man, I'm glad I even just met him too.
Hey man, Nato the MVP of the trip, yo. I just wanna put that out there. This man is highly slept on, but he did a lot. I'm not gonna speak on everything, but Nato is the GOAT. It goes.
It was a lot of sleep.
But it was all worth it. It was all worth it, yo.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So moving forward, now that we all, we've all, you got to meet up with some people. I got to get a lot. For me, I was just like, I was asking questions to everybody.
Yeah.
I would just like, what do you do? What do you do this, do that? And I wasn't like critiquing. I was just kind of learning what people were saying and what they do and they don't do, just to kind of get a vibe of that person.
Yeah. And like they like let you in on a lot of information that you didn't know, like like partner questions and stuff like that. Yeah. He was asking like some really good questions, and there was a lot of misconceptions with that. Like we were thinking like, oh, if your partner, you have all of this, you got this, that,
He's like,
you get
no.
this check and all this.
It changes everything.
Yeah, and then people was like, nah, bro, like it ain't. Everybody don't have this. Everybody doesn't have that. It's levels to it, and that just made it, better. Like, okay, so but it gave you like an incentive, like work towards that goal too. So
I think because when they opened up the whole panel thing, people had some pretty good questions. Even when they were like, "Oh, we're done," and I looked at Black Phoenix, I was like, he was like. So I was able to ask, and it was cool because I think I asked the question
about the team,
about the whole team thing, right? And that's one big thing because like I'm starting to get know you better, and Miko, and you just you start relating to certain people, and that doesn't mean you got to squat up or be named something, but it's always good to get along with people with like-mindedness, so you get along. And one of the biggest things that I've always done, I feel like I'm a gel to a lot of people. I have a lot of streamers that don't like each other, don't play with her, but I'm always like, because that's what I want to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I felt like I got to meet more people now because of that. But hearing them saying like, well, if you want to squat up, it helps, but you don't need to, but it helps.
Yeah.
So not being open-minded enough to at least network to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You have to.
You got to, yo. Like
to a certain extent.
That's how we all met though. Like you got to reach out to other people. You can't just be, I'm just like, you going to meet somebody and you going to meet somebody else. You're going to meet somebody else. Then it's a chain reaction, yo. Like that's how we met, bro. Like I played fucking Man-Eater.
Yeah.
You raided me.
Right. And we just kept in touch.
Never played that game again, yo.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, it just a chain reaction, yo.
We just got to know each other.
Every goddamn body. Like it just was bridged off, yo. And everybody here.
Yeah.
So
I was just saying, I would have never met Krissy if it wasn't for you that one time that you brought me on the
podcast,
the Godcast.
And everybody that was on that shit literally was here, yo.
That was
everybody
dope.
That was on that fucking podcast was here.
That's cool. And that was the first time I met Hulki's, loud ass.
Yeah, when he came in with the Christmas tree. That shit. He was late as hell too. Like, let me in. I've been watching the whole time. I'm like, damn, Hulki, late as hell.
Oh my god, that is so funny. So like, with all the positive energy that you got this week, and how do you feel? When you do get back and start, do you feel refreshed? Do you feel energized? Do you feel like
I'm inspired.
You're gonna change? Yeah,
I'm big inspired. Like it. I don't know. For me, I'm really inspired. Like I'm ready to go home and stream now, dog. Like, I'm ready to create content. I felt comfortable. I was out of my element, and it just made me feel good that people embraced me for just being me. Like,
yeah, dude, and you got mad props for the shirts, and everybody was letting that was cool.
Yeah, that shit was overwhelming. I ain't gonna lie.
That's dope.
He called me on stage like, "Yo, man, talk about the shirts."
I saw you. You're moving around like, damn.
I was like, now?
Yeah. Put me on the spot.
Like, bro, I just put like 3 shots. Like, now?
Yeah.
All right, bet. But that did feel good, man. Like to get that, and then people started running up on me. It was people who I didn't even know, like that knew me.
Yeah.
So it made me feel like, damn, I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
But people was just like, yo, Rief, man, you don't know me, man, but I know you. Yo.
That's cool.
I was like, yo.
Nobody came up to me.
I was looking at my hand like, is this what it feel like, bro? I got the power. Like,
it was funny because I was telling Krissy, I was all rockstar shit. She's like, oh, I was like, that's rockstar shit. I don't give a fuck. That's rockstar shit. She's so humble and all nice and everything. All shy. I was like, there was some people like, Krissy, oh my God. She's like, oh, thank you. And she was excited to see them as well, because I tell people all the time, like, I live in El Paso, it's a small little thing. So I get people to come up to me, and I'm excited to meet them as much as they're excited to meet me.
Right.
Like I tell people all the time, I have a friend of mine who says rockstar shit. But me, I don't think it is. But it's cool to be noticed, because I feel like I'm doing something to somebody to be like, hey, I know that person.
Yeah.
And I enjoy their stuff.
Yeah, it's like a stamp of like approval. Like, because you're in this to, get people to see you. You're in there for the exposure. So when you see that, it's like, okay, what I'm doing is actually working.
It feels good. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm getting recognized for my work.
Yeah, fact.
Kind of thing.
And then people quote the shit you said or your reels and stuff like that's crazy. Like,
yeah.
I was telling people like, bro, I met you off this reel and did this, that. And they was looking like, their face was like,
what?
Damn, like you really follow me and shit.
That's
like
cool.
everybody was having like the same energy. Like, damn, you know that? That's crazy. So I liked this, man. This was good.
I think it was good too, man. I just feel like it's only gonna get bigger from here.
Yeah.
With those guys making it work like that, and I wanted to when I asked that question, like, do you feel like you? I thought it was cool because on the guy on the far right with the hat, he said,
Thrive.
And then Thrive said, blah, blah, you know what? Hold on. Let me bring somebody that can give you a better answer. I thought that was cool. So I get Buddha shot Buddha.
Yeah, shot by Buddha.
Shot by Buddha. He comes on stage and, Thrive was like, here you go. Like, answer him. And I thought it was cool because he had the spotlight and it wasn't even about him.
There was no ego. It was I
can give you an answer, but he can give you a better answer.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was cool. And then even though everybody was kind of loud, he was looking at me the whole time and answering my questions and asking me questions. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Because he easily said, well, yeah, man, you got to squat up. You got to do this. You got to do this. Yeah. And then blah. No, he took his time and answered. And I appreciated that he did that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though everybody was loud and, everybody was having fun or whatever, but I was there.
It's like at that point, he was like talking to you. Like, you asked the question. He was like, who asked that question? You?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you right now.
And I didn't know who the fuck he was until I looked him up today. And I was like, oh, shit, he's got a good following. And no wonder it made sense that he had that, man. So that was cool, man. A lot of those bigger guys, as far as content creators and being there, and it was cool hearing them and being around them because they're normal people just like us. And we're all good.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool because, you do feel motivated and inspired.
Yeah. And you learn a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, just certain conversations we had off the side, it was just like, damn, I ain't never look at it like that. Like, because you already think, like, once you start establishing yourself and shit, you like, okay, I got a formula. But then when you hear somebody else give you, like, a different perspective, it's like, yo, I never looked at it like that. That's crazy. Yo, maybe I need to
being
apply
open-minded. Like, I was talking to Nato. He's like, man, I just play for fun. I was like, I don't care. That's cool. Because everybody does it for different reasons. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I've always been a big on everybody does it for a different reason. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same token, if you want to get better at it, then you got to do different shit. But if you don't care and you're having a good time, then you're not complaining. Because we've talked about this. Yeah. Oh, people ain't showing up. Like, well, bitch, you ain't fucking doing clips. You're doing this. You don't have a schedule. So don't complain.
I told somebody that last night, too. I was like, yo, if you going live and, like, nobody's watching and shit like that, like, you got to look at it like an investment. So nobody's paying attention or shit like that. And, like, when you first starting off, like, record that content and then put it on another platform. So, so it's not like a waste of a stream. So no stream is a waste. Yeah. Because you go live like, man, I've been live for, like, 2 hours, man. Like 3 people done showed up. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but did you make content for somebody to watch? Yeah. Because they need that sneak peek to want to come in. They need to see what you got.
I think that's well said because a lot of people get caught up in the
CCV.
The CCV and the likes, which is you like to feel like, damn, at least people are showing up. But that shit helps. Yeah. Because we've talked about this, and I think you had a good point a while back. You were on the stream. You're like, man, I have motherfuckers that don't even come to my streams. But they like all my TikTok, they like my Instagram, they like all my posts. And I'm like, you know what? That's true.
And that's still engagement.
And it's still engagement. Even though it might not be live. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was telling Krissy, I was like, hey, I see you making them clips, girl, and like having fun and letting herself out there a little bit more.
Getting her bag, yo.
People generally start liking you even more. You're fun.
Relatable.
You're quirky. Exactly how you are on stream is how you were in person. Even though you're a little shy, I was like, it was perfect. You know what I mean? So
Reef, that's all I kept saying. I was like, stop that shot shit, man. Quit getting shot, man. All these people here, they can't see you.
Slap me in the back of my head.
Like, hey,
man, stop that shit.
But it's cool, man. It's like it's cool because they were all saying it too, man. You gotta be on every platform. Like what I do too is I triple stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and I put it on my intermission like. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, Facebook's my main grind. Yeah. But then I'm also telling people that on TikTok, on Instagram, like I have like a good, decent numbers on Reels on Instagram, not even on Facebook.
Yeah, me too.
I get like 1,000K per video on Instagram. But
like 4,000 me playing my dog. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of people get caught up because like, and I'm trying to find this out, and you guys can think about this if you guys come across it. By posting your video on Instagram alone and sharing it to Facebook, because it's supposed to share it, right?
Crossover, like
it's supposed to cross over. But if you just post it on Facebook alone, do you think it'll do better, or if you post them separately, the same video?
I've been doing it separately.
Mm-hmm.
So you do one and one? You don't cross it?
I don't cross it. The only thing I cross is my stories.
You don't even see it when you cross it though, right? On Facebook?
Well, see, that's the
But
thing.
you have to put everything back. You have, like, say when you do your comment, like your title and everything, you have to copy and paste it and do it again on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. So you're cross posting it, but you're not taking everything over.
Yeah, because like the random views that I get are random people, but a lot of people that are in my community, they don't see that reel because they're not on Instagram. So like you can't share it. Even when you share it to your Facebook, it puts it as an Instagram post. It doesn't show the video.
Exactly.
You know, so I was like, do you have to upload it separately so this way your community on Facebook sees it? Because it's supposed to share it to Facebook, but I've never had anybody that
I never
on
seen
Facebook.
it. I never even seen like I put it on Instagram and I was waiting and I was like, damn, look at all these views, and it was like you got like such and such from Facebook. And I'm like, but I don't see it on my page.
Yeah.
So I was like, where the fuck is it?
I don't think it goes to your page. It goes to your personal as well.
It does?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Every time I do it, it goes to my personal. I'm like, am I missing something?
Yeah.
But
You might have a link.
phone.
Yeah, I think you got your personal link to it. That's
Yeah, on my Instagram, I have it. One thing I do when I post to Instagram is I share it to my story, and it does it to my Instagram story and my Facebook story. So that helps.
Yeah.
But if people aren't looking at stories, then they won't see that.
Exactly.
That clip.
That's why I'm doing everything in stories.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Stories help out a lot too, yo. Like you'd be surprised. Like sometimes I just post a story and don't even think about it, and then I go back and look. I'm like, damn, look at how many people looking at this. Like stories do help out a lot, especially when you go live, and that little addition they added when you go live, it automatically go to the story now. Like,
I thought that was
tight.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's tight.
You know, I was like, how people do that? I was like, oh, it does it by itself.
And then it resets it. So let's say if you posted something like 10 hours ago, that's no longer the first thing. Your live pops up first. So that way, like it's like, all right, y'all see y'all trying to help us now.
They're adding stuff. They're adding stuff, and I think you know what sucks too is that they're putting stuff out there, but we don't know how it works or and how to go about it.
And they're damaging stuff too, because every time they add something new, something else breaks, and we're like, yo, what's going on? But now I look at it differently now. Like when something breaks, I'm like, yeah, they're updating something. Something's about to change, and then you'll just see something new.
And it's crazy that they just put it out there after it's already out.
Yeah, like 3 weeks later, like, yo, by the way, Reels. You like,
what?
That's what the hell this is?
Right.
But that shit crazy. Like it'll break. Like when comments or something break. Like I think the last time the comments broke before this last time, like the little subscriber badge came out, like the little celebration thing. Yeah. The comments was buggy, and we're like, what the fuck going on? Then a couple of days later, that badge popped up. Everybody's like, yo, what is that? I was like, I don't know what the hell that is, yo. Then boom, it broke again. Then the little star thing popped up. Like so, anytime something breaks, I don't even get mad. I just go to a different platform that day and.
Yeah, and then I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of things broken, but they do get fixed after a good amount of time. But in a way, it's kind of cool to be a part of something new.
Yeah.
You know, because they're not. Yeah, it's well said. Because if you guys think about it, you're right. Facebook has only been doing it 5 years now. Facebook Gaming.
They had a lot of time to fix shit.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna run in through their trials and tribulations. Because Twitch is more solid when it comes to all that. But right now, a lot of people aren't happy there. And even though Facebook has a lot of problems, like I'm still using Facebook as my main platform, but I'm not shying away from being on Twitch or YouTube because I'm not gonna limit my reach.
That's
if I feel like when people complain about that kind of stuff, I'm like, dude, you got to do it yourself. You can't let the platform do it for you. And I think that's what a lot of people start getting upset. Well, they're doing all this and I was like, well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
it's out of your hands. What are you gonna do?
You gonna sit there and keep complaining, or you gonna go on a different platform and
what are you gonna do about it?
Up, you know what I'm saying? Then you can go to that platform. You might thrive over there. And you can just build back up your Facebook. Like, bro, it's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can complain about the platform all day, but at the end of the day, it's their platform. I'm streaming on it. Shit. I can only do what I can do. So I don't take none of that shit to heart. Like, oh, my reach and all that. Like, I know it's not me. You know what I'm saying? So just be you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with Nato, you were saying, so how often do you stream? Because I know you said you kind of do it for fun.
Every blue moon.
There you go. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, like, when you're, like, from your experience, let me ask you, like, do you feel like, I know you were saying, man, I had X amount of people watch me, I just turned it off.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
I hit Algo 3 times. And the first time, I had all these people in there, and I probably had, like, 3 people originally. And, you know, there's people I know, people I play with, woo. And I was like, oh, this is weird. Why are all these people in here? And then I started getting likes from weird random countries, different names I can't pronounce. And I'm like, yo, what's up, man? You know, and then the second time it happened, I said, fired everybody that was in there.
Yeah.
It's just because it just makes it look like you got a bunch of bots in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that. I've only hit it one time, and I think I had like 50 or 60 people, but nobody was saying shit, so it was weird.
See, that's the annoying thing, but that's when I turn. That's why I have my views, my CC off. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Like, I don't see how many people are talking. I don't see anything. The only thing I see is the people that are in chat and the reactions and the shares, because that's all that matters. Because I don't want to be sat there looking at my views, seeing 10 people watching, and then only one person talking. Like, am I doing something wrong? Are they mocking me? Like, all types of thoughts will be in my head.
Are they lurking? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because I have a lot of people that'll just lurk. Like, I'm at the end of a stream, and I'm like, all right, let's go. I have, like, let's say maybe 7 or 8 people.
Right.
All right, let's go raid. And I raid, and then nobody comes. And I'm like, oh, those are all the people that left me tapped up.
Facts.
You know, which is fine.
Or sometimes you hit, like, I'll say, all right, I'm about to wrap it up. Y'all have a good one. And nobody was talking. And then all of a sudden you see, yo, have a good one, GG.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I was just lurking. Okay, gotcha.
Because I do the same thing. Because when I work, you even said it one time, hey, Jimmy's got the ultimate lurk.
Hell yeah. Jimmy come back like 2 hours later. Hey, man, I'm be out. I said,
766, right, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Hulki's on the bell.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, because I remember one time, because I'm at work, so Wednesday mornings when you go, I'm like, I got entertainment and shit.
I was sitting there, I was like, Jimmy, you still in this motherfucker? This whole conversation? Yo, it was like 2 hours later, bro. I was like, he's like, yo, I got both of y'all tabbed up. I got everybody tabbed up. I got multiple tabs up. I'm like, damn, big lurk vibes, man. But I appreciate that, though, man.
Man, that was good, man. I think we had a great-ass time meeting up here, and I think that we're all just building our friendships more and more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're getting to know each other, and I think it's good, too, because a lot of people, like, we're not best friends, but we're still getting to know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought it was cool for, even, like, I have nothing against with Styles, but me and him, we used to talk, and then we stopped.
Yeah.
But when we started talking, it's like nothing changed.
Yeah.
You know, it was nothing personal. Like, he started doing different things, I started doing, and people get caught up in, like, man, that fool don't talk to me. There's, like, you know, people grow apart. Yeah. And it's nothing personal, but some people take it personal. Because I've had a lot of people like, damn, Jimmy used to play with me, used to do this. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Or
everybody in their own lane.
Yeah, everybody in their lane. But you can't you can't hate on that person. At the same time, you can respect, you know, and support them from afar.
Yeah, they have a vision, they're focused on it. So
I know Krissy comes in my stream every once in a while, and she says what's up when she can. And I don't think it's like, well, I'm in her shit all the time. Why isn't she in mine?
Yeah, people
get caught up in that.
That is wild.
And like I've gotten to know her because of you, you know, and just bullshit and talk to her and meeting her in person is even cool. Yeah, you know, I got to talk to you a little bit more. Talking to Hulki, you know what I mean? Talking to Nato.
Shout out to Hulki, dog.
Yeah, man. So, like, yeah, man, it's cool because we get to see each other in IRL, and then we kind of see how we vibe out. And, you know, because you guys might leave like, yeah, Jimmy, we thought he was cool. He's not. And at least you guys know.
Hey, Jimmy, another thing, too, I hate that the conception. Just because I stop by your stream or you stop by mine doesn't make somebody obligated to sit in your stream and comment and stay there for hours in at a time. Especially like I just say if you're busy, you're doing, or you're even streaming, so you're on your phone, you'll do flyby. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, he's gone again. Or they'll make a comment. And I'm just like, because I get that all the time. And plus, you got to understand, especially when it comes to bigger streamers, you follow a lot of people. Yeah. So you might have a dozen to 20 people that's live right now that you actually rock with. Yeah. And plus, half the time, you don't always want to be on Facebook. Yeah. Or watching streamers, or sometimes you just even get sick of the game, period. So just even hearing certain noises of the game is just already
it's like you need that break.
Shooter's already toxic. Call of Duty's toxic game ever. So I don't even want to be affiliated with it if I'm not playing with it sometimes. And it's just like I'm the worst ever when it comes to that. It's just like sometimes like even I'll miss people's streams, or I'll never miss just say like I'll miss Rief stream, or say if I'm engaged in your stream, I miss your stream, after and then I hit it with a like, no more or whatnot. But even that, it's just like that's a full-time job, just supporting people by likes sometimes.
And it's a good point you said that, because a lot of people get caught up like, damn, well, you're never in my shit. Like everybody has a life, everybody has different things going on.
Oh my god!
One thing I always say, I'm like, I appreciate you just coming by, even to say what's up. You got that notify. Came by, dropped that reaction, said what's up, have a good stream. I thank you.
Because imagine
you didn't have to.
Imagine going to 30 streams for 2 minutes apiece, bro. That's like an hour, bro. Like just gone. So you just sitting there looking at your phone, like that shit is time consuming. Yeah,
it is.
And everybody alive at the same time. It's like, especially when you see somebody doing a co-stream, it's like, damn, it's 4 people. All right, let me go show love real quick. But some people will get mad, like, yo, you like, but you didn't say anything,
Yeah.
or you did this, do that. It's like, damn, I didn't have to do none of this, yo.
Right.
Like, I ain't even had to drop the light. That's why I come with my what up, yo. I know it's like my default phrase, but it's just real quick. What up, yo? Just to see what you got going on type shit. But I don't mean no disrespect. Like, I just be moving.
Another thing, too, is how y'all feel about everybody getting their supporter badge? And people that support you, and then you don't support them, and then all of a sudden they unsupported.
You have such a good. That's dude. So, I told you were gonna have some good shit to put in.
I got this.
Real quick, guys. He didn't want to be on this. I was like, man, put in your 2 cents. Like he's already had 2 good questions back to Matt. Go ahead.
Okay, so the plus side of this, if you're looking at the business standpoint, Facebook was a good move because it helps them compete with Twitch. Because a lot of people was like complaining about, I can't get my badge and monetize myself, so I'm gonna go to Twitch. I get my affiliate shit quick, yada yada. Like that's cool, but I already seen that. I said people are gonna start doing some shady, like, yo, you didn't sub me? Oh, I got my supporter badge now. I've been subbing to you, yada yada yada. Why you don't sub back? And it's like, bro, you know how much that shit costs? Like to sub
that's the
a
thing
bunch
too.
of people, 12 streamers. That's like $60. Yo.
There's like 5, maybe 4 people that I do the sub button for. You know what I mean? And it just. Yeah, because do you feel obligated to do it back?
Yeah, like
you know what I mean.
It's like a that's crazy. Because if we both sub, it kind of like cancels itself out.
Yeah,
too. Like there's nothing,
and it's nothing personal too. And that's the thing too that because there's like 4 or 5 people that I support, and then there's some people that support me, but I don't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm obligated to.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all right. So I'm gonna say something from my personal experience. Ever since that sub for sub come. We had this conversation in the car when people say they do really like people going into other people's streams underneath their gaming page, so they came on their personal page. Some people, I don't believe for sub because one people must be streaming for like 2 days and then they become a sub because they want to gain maybe some clout. So like if I go and sub this person, maybe they'll come and big me up and do this and do that. They're like they're subbing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So say like I don't know who they are because they're on their personal account, and then I don't go back to their stream because blah blah blah, and then they're unsub, and then that's low-key annoying because it's like you really just sub me just to gain some form of clout. Plus you're not gonna get no clout from any views. So you're doing all of that for what reason? You just wasted a $5 or a $10 for what?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, how I look at it, I mean, you gain off them being, like on some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I mean, they on some fuck shit. So it's like, I mean,
hold on. Before we do, I gotta turn Hulki down with his loud.
Oh, am I loud? Am I being loud? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Balance me out.
We were talking about that earlier. I was like, I had another guy in here and he had a stronger voice. I was like, damn, I gotta turn you down and shit. No, but like, as you were walking in here, welcome Hulki Gaming. You know what I mean? I'm
sorry if I'm.
No, you're good. You know what are good. But we were just talking about the sub button. Nato was like, hey, what do you guys feel about the sub button? And for somebody like for us, you know what I mean, Hulki, I didn't have it before.
Yeah.
And and we both, we did okay numbers, but for me, that looked like such a fucking far goal for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me getting it, I respect the people that got it the way they did. But at the same time, I'm gonna take advantage of this feature.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
I had 20 people like that sub, and I was so grateful. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And it's not something that I needed, but it was helpful as shit. How Rief was saying, as far as
we gotta talk about both sides of that though, because I see the perspective of people getting it in the sub shit, but there's also another thing, like people who grinded for it. They was feeling like
mad salty.
They're salty about like. And first I understood because I was like, I get it because you done put in the work and all that. But at the end of the day, it's like shit. It's it's not. I can't watch other people's pockets type shit. It's not in me. So it's like they got it. Like, it's cool. Like you gonna get your blessings regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like you might lose some people because people probably only subbed you because they wanted something from it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're gonna lose people. You're gonna gain more true, genuine people.
Yeah.
Now it's like who actually making good content that people want to support now. Like now you got people are getting their bags. Like I see people now getting their bag. Like they're fixing their Discord up. They're actually caring about the shit now. And that's overall good for the whole platform as a whole.
I know it's a win because even though I might have X amount of people, that little bit of income, like I tell my community, all of this shit y'all see is because of my community. I was talking to Hulki about that yesterday. 1,000%. Like little by little, I'm fortunate enough to where I have a career. I make money. But any money that I do get in, I put it right back in because people are investing in me, and I want to show them that, hey, you guys, like your 100 stars is going toward this little thing right here.
Facts.
And that shit looks fire, by the way. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm looking around, I'm in awe, and I'm like, seeing this type of stuff, it motivates me to want to do more.
Yeah, man.
Get more and learn more about.
Yeah, man. Like little by little, man. Because like, we were talking about rock star shit. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Krissy, she's so people were coming up. They're like, oh my god, Krissy. And I was like, rock star shit. I was in where I live in El Paso, and we were at a beer festival, and I was walking around. I had my shirt on. You know what I mean? And this guy's like, and I know you, man. I've been following you on Facebook for 2 years, man. My name is I'm not in there all the time, but you're cool, man. And then I was like, hey, cool, do you do stuff? He's like, well, I didn't want to plug myself. He does a podcast.
Wow.
And he was like, I would love to have you on. I went to his setup. I learned all of this because of him.
See what I mean?
You know what I mean? And then I taught him about clips and reels. I was like, bro, you're not doing that. You need to.
Yep.
You need to. Even though you're just a podcast, you need to. You know what I mean? You can get income by reels. You can get a following on Facebook, on TikTok. And they're just like, dude, we've been doing it for 2 years, and we have an episode every week or every other week, and we get like 100 views per episode. Nothing crazy. But I was like, dude, that's just you without even trying. Now imagine if you did try.
And that shows security too. Like if you're gatekeeping information like that means you're not confident in your craft. That's how I feel about it. Like what's this gonna hurt to teach somebody how to do some shit to make themselves better? Like if you gotta withhold that, then I just feel like you're insecure with your craft. Then
I also don't realize. I think people don't realize. Piggyback off of that.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that anything that you do that you get blessed with. My true belief is that it's not for you. It's meant for you to help somebody else.
Facts.
Like I don't think that people like I don't care what your like religious belief or whatever your background is. Like it's really that's what life is all about. Like when you be able to get blessed with all this like nice stuff and all of that, like utilize it to the best of your ability to be able to help someone else. Like that to me is a true fulfillment of life.
Yeah.
Like we not like everybody has their own reason for streaming and doing what they do, to each his own. But like, if you're feeling like that, hey, I'm unhappy, I'm not doing, I'm like, when the last time that you do something for somebody else instead of focusing on yourself? I think people get really wrapped up in the whole fact of like, oh, well, I got to do this, I got to do that. Well, take a break from working on you sometimes and try to help other people. And sometimes for real, and my wife can attest to this, like a lot of times I'll get bent out of shape because I want to be better at this and a third. I want this to be better. And sometimes it's not about that. I have to like almost take my connection with like I'm trying to have with myself and my focus on myself and like redirect that somewhere else. That energy, because it just gets all.
It's cool hearing that, because when I first started streaming, nobody helped me. You know what I mean? And I felt like, I wasn't looking for it. But at the same time, like when I got comfortable enough to where I could start telling people like, hey, you need help? I'll help you. I'll help you.
And you get blessed back too.
And I would do it kind of Hulki. Like you forget about yourself because, I say this all the time. I have an IT background. So when it comes to the streams, the settings, the sounds, everybody, man, it looks great. It sounds good. I was like, good. Yeah. Because I took my time doing that. You need help? Yeah, man, let me help you. You know what I mean? I didn't have any bigger streamers or anybody that was like, hey, let me help you. Never. So I felt when I got to that position Hulki's talking about, I felt like if I could help somebody and it's not too much out of my time, like why the fuck not?
Yeah.
You know what? That's another thing all about the help. When I started, I had no one, like literally no one. I literally searched up YouTube. There was nothing. I got the wrong shit like so many times. I had to take it back, blah, 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 blah. And then I was on console at the time. But when I jumped on PC, why I also love Rief so much as a brother, when I was having sound issues, he literally sat there through Team Viewer.
Oh, the what's that shit called?
The remote. Yeah, remote.
Damn, I can't remember the name of this shit right now. But
so
yeah, that
thing. He helped me out with the voice meter.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
He's maybe the only streamer when I was still fresh-ish that literally helped me out with the free. Obviously, that's why I love his figure so much.
But what's crazy, helping you helped me because the shit I didn't know, I had to learn.
Yeah, so he was also learning why he was doing it.
Helped yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like when you help, it comes back to you, yo. Like with Jimmy, bro, like you helped him with something, and Buddy helped you with the podcasting. Like it always comes back. Yeah, you're gonna get something.
I think it's like that. What looping back around with Hulki is like whatever you put out is what you're gonna get in. Yeah. Especially if you're doing it not to get anything back, you're doing it because you want to do it. Because I heard a lot of people like, well, I helped you. Why don't you help me?
Fam, how old are we?
Like,
motherfuckers still
like,
in kindergarten, man. Like,
you know what I mean? I
I'm not sharing.
I didn't do it to get something out of it. You know, you helped me. I was hoping that you helped me because you wanted to help me, not because you expected something out of me.
Yeah.
But you can kind of read it from somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man. Like I sometimes can be like too nice for people, and people will take my niceness as like a you know, a sign of weakness, and they will use you. But like, I think when you balance that with creating boundaries with people, and you're like, because I will help anybody with whatever's going on, because of everything we just said. But then it comes a point where it's like they're hitting me up 5 minutes, and I'm telling you, even these big streamers, they'll let you know. Eventually, it's like you can help people, but then it has to be a separation where they have to help themselves, because they need to know how to troubleshoot. You need hours of YouTube, fam. I don't know where I would be without YouTube and Google with this whole thing. And obviously I get help from a lot of you guys as well, but it's like you have to be like, damn, I want to get this microphone. I need to watch reviews on microphones and stuff like that. Yeah, you just don't know. You know?
Some people will pop up in your stream while you're doing your thing and try to get you to troubleshoot their stream, like
just
right
like
then and there.
And I think that's a good job that Hulki was saying. You got to say, because I was, you know, I'm a pretty personable guy, and I try to help everybody on Discord and stuff. But then they be hitting me up all the time, and I'll get to the point where like, hey, I'm guiding you. I'm not holding your hand. So there's a difference. If you want to take this serious and you want to get better, then you got to learn how to fuck with your shit. Because everybody's setup's different. You know what I mean? I tell people about the pop filters, man. Like, you have to know what works for your voice. You know what I mean? And for you to have to take the time to do it, and then you don't care, you just want me to do it for you, then there's a difference.
1,000%.
Yeah, you know,
you can see it in the content too, like the constant audio issues. You can see the difference. Like, some people will go live, and I'm like, dog, did you? Like,
I know Hulki was having issues with audio the other, and I respected this for him. You know, and a lot of people get caught up. And I respect Hulki because he stopped playing to figure it out, and that's what he should do. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'll do it after this game.
Like they'll just say,
everybody's gonna dip out. You don't care about the stream, so why the fuck? I mean, I cuss a lot too, but anyway, why do I care about the stream if he doesn't care? He took the time to, like, he was even trying to hide in a corner and still play the game.
Absolutely.
But still work on his stuff, because that's important. If you don't care, so why would anybody care that comes in your stream?
People will say that. Like, I'm like, yo, man, your mic off and all that. Yeah, I don't care, man. I'll figure it out later. I'm like, bro. All right, well, peace, bro. Like, everybody here, watch this shit.
I just told you this last night.
Shit sound like this. Like the fuck?
You have to make your content digestible to like to the masses. So whether it's video, audio, whatever the case may be, like, yes, if you're starting off, it's gonna look blurry. Like, I'm still, like, 2 years later, I was talking to Nato about it. Like, I'm still having internet issues, and that's something that, like, that's my demon that I'm fighting all the time. Is internet. I feel like Doc. But, like, Doc is known for having, like, internet issues and and I can relate because of where we live. But, like, everything else, you just have to work on it. You have to, you know, stop whatever you're doing at that moment to, you know, do it sometimes.
Because a lot of because if you care about your product, you're gonna try to fix it.
Fix your shit, man. Absolutely. Like, you get supporters. Like, now it's really gonna show the test of time now, because people got the sub buttons and shit. People are gonna be paying attention to shit like that. If they're supporting you and donating money, and your shit still look the same a year ago, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's the thing too.
It's like, what are you doing to the quality of your content? Like,
and I think that's the whole. We're to go back to the sub button for Twitch. People get so caught up in wanting the button, but then, you got the button, or it's like, so what's any different now?
What have you done?
I think that's when we go back as well. When we talk about the whole, there's two versions of why people are pissed off, or why some people are supportive. People are pissed off as well because, I'm gonna be honest, there's some people that has the sub button that does not deserve it. Their content be asked. They do not want to improve themselves. They don't even communicate to chat. And I'm like, yo, hello. You got literally 2 viewers in here. What are you doing? They be like, they play Call of Duty. They be running in a straight line. There's nothing going on, but they don't want to peep the chat. And then they're the same people that will complain about it, don't have no viewers, no one don't want to big them up. Why? Because you're not giving us a reason to big you up. Like, the only thing we can say is communicate with chat. I do. No, you don't. Because I've been sat
I've seen Krissy in there. She doesn't look at her CCV. She's got like 40 people. She dies, looks down, reads 20 comments. redeploys, plays, kills somebody, looks back down, acknowledges.
I want to add
it's
to that
practice.
though. I want to add that the people that don't deserve it, you're gonna see it though.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
nobody gonna fuck with
it's
them.
a default thing. Yes, we got it by default.
Yeah,
the people that are appreciative, like Hulk and myself, that got it. Well, I'm going to take advantage of this shit.
Yeah,
and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm doing it. I'm not talking. I've seen a lot of creators like, I can't wait to put more stuff out for you guys. Thanks for the subs. I'm like, so you haven't done anything with that extra feature. And that's fine. Yeah. But you always talking about it is a difference. How about you just do it?
Right.
Yeah.
If y'all notice too, since it dropped, like it jumped up for a minute and it's slowly starting to go back to how it was before. Like people came out the woodworks, like they didn't stream for maybe months.
Yeah.
And they was like, I'm back on my shit. And then they got it and they're like, yo, you still the same shit, dog.
Yeah.
Because you ain't been doing nothing, bro. It's still, you got the button. Yeah, people support you like, you know, out of love and shit, but it's like, yo.
Yeah.
What are you doing differently,
well,
dog?
Let's say we were talking before Hulk got here. We were talking about just the different levels of streamer and content creator. Like, if you're doing it for fun and everything, well, don't complain about the numbers.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? And that's cool. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. I've met a lot of people that just stream just for fun. And it took me a while to recognize that. Like, I got to my year mark, and that's when I was at that fork. I was like, do I want to keep doing this or do I want to do it for fun? If I do it for fun, then I need to change my mindset that I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about this. And I got to let people know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, because I've seen people have a great following where they're just having fun. They're not depending on subs, they're not depending on money, and they still live every other day and they're doing it for fun. And that's fine. But then if you want to push yourself more and get to that next level, then you got to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you got to do X, Y, Z. And if you're not doing that, then you can't complain.
True. No, it's absolutely true. And to talk about it, because I just came in when you guys was talking about it, I did notice, because I didn't know that they were just like anybody in a level up program with X amount of hours they can get it. I didn't know that. Actually, my mom, Brittany, shout out Crit, I didn't know that I was eligible for it, because I think we were out of power for a couple of days, so I wasn't online or nothing. I was just, just trying to fend for ourselves. And
fighting demons,
man. Well and septic and stuff. And it was just one of those things that I looked up on Facebook. I just searched supporter button thing, and like random people's posts popped up, and I saw like content creators that were saying like, oh, they're just getting everybody. I put all these hours and stuff like this. And I'm the type of person like online, I guess in person too, but like online, like I try not to get in this like debating space or like bringing, like I don't, cause they don't know me. And I don't want to be that online Karen that's being like, well, it really doesn't matter in the long run. I didn't want to do that, but I did read his thing. He was like, I put in all these hours and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I know multiple people who's got the supporter button because they figured out the algorithm, they figured out the game, this one game that's hot, and it gave them crazy, and I mean crazy views. And I spoke with a few of my friends about this, that I struggled, and I told other people, I'm like, yo, this is right here, this is the key. You play this game for a fucking week or 2 weeks, and you will go from 1 or 0 viewers to like 32 people live, but it's not a real community. It's like people from other countries coming in and they want to play, and it's like open lobby. I said, listen, man, I'm just going to keep on with my grind, and, I'll get it when I get it. But people complaining about that, like other people got it. Because I don't think that way. I don't get how anybody watching another person's pockets or watching somebody else and all up in arms about what they got. Like, focus on your shit, what you got to do, what's going to make you better. This person getting supporters, I don't believe that it would affect me. Like the old saying say, what somebody else eat don't make me shit, and vice versa. So them with that type of mentality, I can't even be around that type of energy. Like, anybody feels that type of way about, like, you focus on the wrong thing, my guy. You clearly you're bored. Yeah,
it's about perspective though, because if you say you grind it and you put on these hours and all that, it's gonna show. So it doesn't fucking matter, bro. Like, you put in the hours and you got the 250 return of viewers and shit. You built something off of that, because you actually had 250 motherfuckers come back twice in a week. You capitalized off of that. That's the advantage that you got.
I respect that, because I was, I stream maybe 12, 14 hours a week, but I was consistent as shit. I had a lot of people like, how do you not have the support? But I was like, just my numbers, they're just the way it is. But that didn't deter me from growing, because I think in like last October, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do Patreon.
Yeah, you found out. You see,
I was like, I found a
that's
loophole.
what you talked about. Like,
I was like,
you found another way.
You got to, like, if there's a wall, are you going to butt your head through it? Or are you going to jump over or go around it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had my own supporter style. Anybody that donated 600 stars within a month, I would consider them a supporter. Yeah. They didn't have the badge, but I let them know. And I had a private group on Facebook that I would do the same damn thing that I was already doing it. So when I got it, thank you, Facebook. I was already doing it. It's just easier for me to manage because I had to kick people out of the group and then remind people, hey, this is a supporter group only. But now that just does it for me, and people see that I'm still doing the same thing, they're like, oh, cool. You know, it's nothing different. I'm taking advantage of the feature. You know, I felt like I was going to get it eventually, how Hulki was getting. But when I looked at my numbers, I'm like, damn, I'm not getting where I want to get. But at the same time, what I was putting into it, I was getting back from the people that were there. And that's what I was like. Absolutely. I was more worried about how Hulki was saying. You worry about the community that's there, not the random people that are come and go.
1,000%.
And you found other way to monetize yourself too, like the part, like the Juju joint.
Yeah,
like you.
Yeah, I did the partner
you found
thing.
Ways, like you found partnerships.
Yeah, different.
You didn't just stop. Like, oh, I ain't got no sub button.
Yep.
Like the fuck. Like,
what's
what you doing for? Like, if you so bent on getting that, yo, go find it.
Yeah,
like, it's partnership, affiliate programs, all kind of shit. Like, it's ways to monetize yourself. Like, what you going to do with it?
Yeah, because you get to a certain point where I remember there was one streamer that I was following, blew up, partnered, lost it, came back, different page, but complaining. But I'm like, you're doing the same thing. Yep. So what do you expect? You know what I mean? You know, this person was upset that, you know, when they got the partner thing, but it didn't do anything for them.
Yeah.
Can you drop a name? I'm joking.
Right?
Hey, Krissy, I always call Krissy on it. Like, I'm like, everybody's like this one person.
Right?
He be saying that shit. I heard him say.
Oh, like, care to drop a name? Let's really get these numbers up. I know,
point them out.
I know what y'all want to see.
No, but yeah, man, just like, what are you gonna do different? You know, because
sure.
it's an evolving thing. This content creation thing, man. It's just an evolving thing, and if you're not keeping up with what's going on, then you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah, man, you gotta do trendy shit too, like the IRL shit, Jimmy with the broom and shit. That shit was hilarious, dog. That
was my wife. Shout out to my wife.
That shit was
she
funny.
loves TikTok.
That shit was
and
funny,
I was like, you know what? If you see a challenge or something that I can do, tell me and I'll do it. You know what I mean? Something stupid like that, because you know, people like to get to know you. I was talking to your wife about it. You know what I mean? And just like, people come back. I was telling Krissy too, I was like, I watch more your TikTok videos and Instagram shit than you streaming. I think I have way more time.
My wife loves your TikToks.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I enjoy her because of that
stuff.
Stop
that shot shit, man.
You know, because she's terrible at Warzone, so I don't want to watch that shit.
That's crazy.
Okay, what's up?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was trying on that side because I ain't got.
You see this setup right here? I'm gonna be Joe Rogan.
I like that.
I'm gonna say my next step is to get where Jimmy is with this. No lie, I'll start it off because this is like, to me, I love this. I love the podcast game. I would like to, obviously I want to get eventually better at Call of Duty, but I mean, that's going to take a lot longer than I think focusing on something like podcast. I would love to do interviews, like interview people, have people ask like questions from the chat. So we like get to know people and really understand people's different perspectives, like in life.
And I was telling you, I was like, you have a great personality. Exactly who you were on stream is who you are in person. And I felt like I knew you. Like, I was all giving you a hug and shit.
I spent the whole fucking day with Hulki, bro. Like, I was like, I'm spending a whole fucking day with Hulki, bro. Like, this shit crazy.
I had a good time.
More than what he is on stream.
No, I'm not. No, I'm way more sleepier in person.
Nah, everywhere we went, he was on that same energy.
So we was at Johnny's, right? We just had some sexy chicken and waffles cereal.
That shit was good as fuck.
Freaking some butter.
I'm gonna have to hit that probably.
Mint, whatever it's called. So we could have just kept walking to the car, right? We didn't have to go to the right. We could have gone left where the car was. He was just walking. It's like, let me just go this way. Let me just go this way. They're doing some aerobic exercise. I don't know what he's doing. But they're
it's doing step dancing. American step dancing. She said aerobic.
He wanted to go in there. It's something like, the cha-cha slide.
Yeah,
like you could have just kept going. Like, Hulki is a whole freaking vibe.
I love dancing.
He had
when he went to the museum, he was like, yo, How is it in there? Yo, y'all got AC in there? The AC good?
He was talking to some guy. Like, hey, my guy.
Yeah.
He was trying to give you something. You're like, what you got? What you got? You got baby milk?
Oh yeah. He was handing out the flyer. Oh my god.
That was my god. That was great. That was great, man. I just loved you even more after that. That was hilarious.
Definitely got a lovable
bro.
personality, man. Big heart, bro.
And
I'm
this
glad
is
I
awesome
met you too,
man. That we all got to link up. It was funny before you got here.
Yeah.
I was like, the only reason I know Chris is because of the podcast. And he's like, you know what? Everybody who was on that podcast is here tonight.
Here right now. It's literally again,
so
bro.
sick.
Like, that shit crazy.
1,000%.
We just need the Christmas tree.
It's in the car, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm gonna get in the car.
Question. You see the question that was asked to Hulki? Is it asked to everyone?
Yes, everyone.
Oh. I guess for me, yo, I'm gonna just keep evolving, yo. Like I done got big inspired. Like just the conversations and shit, like it just helped me. Like to come here and see people like know who I am and shit, and like the shout out for the shirts, like that shit crazy. Like I started the shirt shit just off of being bitter because I didn't like how my merch was getting treated with another company and shit. And it was like, yo, I want to make my own shit. Then now people are hitting me out like, yo, I want you to make my stuff. Like I want you to do this, do that. And that just felt like damn good. Like, damn, I'm actually doing something, yo. Like this shit is actually working. Like I got something going on. So
yeah, this man make his own tags. I have never seen that, bro.
I'm the tag thing. I was sitting there looking at the shirts. I was like, yo,
Getting that
I need my own
touch.
tags, man. And I went on Canvas and I was just like making shit. And I was like, I want that on there, yo. Like I want people at least. People might not read it. They're gonna throw the shit in the trash. But it's just a little things about that.
It's a little
like,
touch.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a chef's
not throwing
kiss,
that
yo.
away. I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's
It's staying on my streamer desk. I hope you know
Hey,
that. I'm not throwing that
appreciate
tag
that, man.
away.
But that's the part of the brand, though, man. Inspire yourself and be the best version of yourself, man. Then you helping you is gonna inspire other people to do better, yo. And
1,000.
this whole meetup was the effect, damn near, because everybody I've met, they inspired me to just be a better version of me, and they validated me and was like, yo, you do your thing, I see you. And shit, I'm ready to go back and make content, yo. Like everywhere. I'm ready to do walking talks, all kind of shit. Go in a restaurant, act the fucking fool, get put out, like whatever. Like I'm ready. Like I feel damn good. Like this shit made me really comfortable with myself. So
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I'm on the same page as both of them, to be honest with you. I want to become a better person. As we all know, he's talking about the rails. I need to do more of those. I need to gain more confidence. I need to do this. There's a lot I need to work on within myself.
But you recognize it. That's good.
Yeah, I know my faults, and I was hoping that I could. Like, I feel like me coming here was a massive step because I didn't have to come. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I could have just came and not come here. I could have just stayed in Florida. But I thought, let me just speak.
Ooh, look at that fletcher now. Look, you see that flex? Like, man, y'all look y'all came to this motherfucker.
You guys
man.
are lucky.
Like, God,
You said give her confidence. She's cocky now.
and she went,
Look what
she went straight past confidence. Like, yeah, man,
The
I ain't got
turnaround
to show
was
up to this shit.
crazy.
All right, I could have just been over here. You know what I'm
I could have
saying?
been on the goddamn beach, man. Y'all got me out here on the damn
That's
traffic.
crazy options. Wow.
Yeah, here with these hard ass raindrops.
Right.
But to be
Bitches do
honest,
hit hard.
Fam, Forrest Gump raining out here in Georgia, dog. You got your big old
I ain't
fat
gonna lie, that first
right.
drop that hit us walking up from the
Even rain that
aquarium,
came from below us.
Look at Forrest Gump raining.
yo, you stupid.
He was
that bubble.
Stupid. But that's good though.
yeah.
Like you came out here and you you were willing to put yourself out there.
Yeah, no, so I feel like it's a step towards confidence, because there was definitely more than 50 people in that room. I walked in there, I got a gift from a follower. That teddy bear, I don't know if she would ever know, but that teddy bear meant a lot to me. Like
That's
I had
so cool.
something to hold, blah, blah, blah. If not, I had that baby over there.
Yeah.
Something's getting held.
Mhm.
But me, I
Love
just
that.
want to become a better me. I don't want to be a piece of meat on the camera. I want people to support me for me. I don't want them to support me because of looks or some shit or accent.
Mhm.
And I want to, as people know, my goal is to become the first first black female EU streamer. So there's goals.
That's good. But you're realistic too because you're moving toward those.
I'm definitely am.
Mm-hmm. And I think like for me too, is like I got an opportunity to come out here because I live in El Paso, so it's like way out of the way.
Right.
Mhm.
But it just happens to be that a lot of people that I know are coming. So I made it work. You know, shout out to Rief for even just bringing it up. I talked to my wife about it. I was like, hey, you know, I want to kind of do this, but I want to make sure I can get away.
So
you know, I have 2 boys.
Dog. It's
you know,
up.
you know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah. I told Rief, I was like, I got the kitchen pass. He's like, what that mean? I was like, I can go.
It was just a random deal. I got the kitchen pass. I'm like, is that a game?
I got the kitchen pass.
Bootleg ass games you be playing.
So like,
you thought it was a game.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this kind of stuff right here.
Yeah,
you know, like to sit in person, you know, get that energy from people and know that, you know, even though we might not each other's streams all the time or even co-stream, it's good that, you know, before you got here, we're building a friendships.
For sure.
We're genuinely building friendships here. Yeah, you know what I mean? We might not have to be in each other, like, and that's one thing we were saying before you're in here. You could support somebody from afar, and you know they genuinely like are supporting you. They don't have to be in your streams and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's tough because if you don't have that support at home, you know, I've talked to Rief about it, and you know, I was talking to her about it, and you know, having support at home and or from your partners to, you know, whatever I'm doing, it's that it feels good, and I've been recently getting that, you know, for the past year. After I told my wife, I was like, you know what, I want to pursue this because with me, I felt like I want to get to the point to where I could do this with more people. I love streaming and playing video games, but how Hulk was saying, having conversations and talking to people, I enjoy that way more than I would do streaming. That's my goal, is eventually to keep going toward this. But I love streaming and bullshitting on camera. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But this is something that I want to do too. So that's what, for my journey, that, you know, that's something that I want to keep doing and pursuing, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's going to go there, bro. it's already yours. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's already yours. You already... Look, it's already yours, dog.
I'm trying.
I walked through the bitch. I thought this was MTV. Like, this shit was set up.
We got cables everywhere.
It's
working.
Shit. I walked there.
It's working.
Like I was expecting to see like Neve and them from Catfish. Like this shit set up. Like I shit you not.
It do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get that vibe. Like I don't know. Maybe they playing a prank.
I thought about your special guests walk out and shit.
Right?
Like, makeup artist came in, started brushing me up. I'm good.
No, I appreciate y'all taking the time.
And shit.
Y'all coming out, and I know that, you know, you guys have a long road to go.
Yeah,
and,
we do.
You know, and you got, you know, but I appreciate y'all coming in here and BSing with me a little bit.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you
taking the time, man, because I was like, damn, I want to try to get as many people as I can. I'm glad that he had texted me, and then he was like, I got an idea. He's like, wow, but we all sit down. I was like,
I'll drunk as fuck too.
I was like, I got 4 mics. He's like, all right, bet.
Reef could definitely be like a producer. I'm not shitting you. Like, if it won't, like, I'm telling you, I don't even know if I told you this yet. It was your post. No, like good shit. Like, it was your post that was the deciding factor for me to come here. And I ain't about to cry, but I'm just saying, like, it does make me a little emotional because, like, I want to be more involved with like the community and reach out to people more and stuff. But like being a new dad and a new husband and trying to be a good helpmate, it's like tough to do the streaming stuff. And when I saw, because you said something about that, he was like, yeah, didn't you see, you came to my stream, you were like, didn't you see the post? And I'm like, fuck, man, Facebook don't like me. I don't get notifications. He
was going through it on that stream too. Like, he was dying and everything. He was like,
yeah, I was down bad.
Rief, my God.
So I didn't know, but like, it's, you know, talk about togetherness and looking out for one another. Like, you know, Rief he just made a post about saying that I was like a funny guy, and other people.
Hulki's one of the funniest people on the platform.
Yeah,
that's what I
did
said.
Read that.
Not a funny guy. I said Hulki is one of the funniest people on this platform. No, I think I said the funniest.
Yeah.
The.
And
emphasize
that post, like, it just, I don't know, man. It made me feel really good. Like,
and then you seen your peers adding in,
and then I saw that, and my girl, we were talking about it because we saw, like, you know, we missed Krissy when she was here in Florida last time, and we were like, well, we gotta see her eventually one time, you know, one day. And I saw other people talking about the meetup, and Heather was like, yo, we can go if you want. And I was just like, well, little man, he 4 months. He ain't even got all his shots. I don't know what's going on just yet.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I called my wife. I think I was at work, and I was like, honey, we're going. And this is like big. We don't travel like talking about, especially whole last year she was sick. So this is like, I wouldn't have done it for anybody else.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
And I mean that. And like, just seeing how everybody's progressing and growing and stuff like that, it's like, I feel like I can almost see the future of like looking at you guys, and I feel like I'm saying this while looking back in time.
Right.
Like I remember when.
Yeah.
Just I know where you guys.
We were
are
saying
going.
that like
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
I remember when.
I ain't gonna lie.
Remember when we all sat
said that a
in the
couple
hotel
times,
room?
bro. He said that like,
I can
yo,
see it.
something gonna happen. I'm like, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out,
I'm
man.
telling
don't
you,
say that, man.
I'm a big believer in speaking things into existence,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, I see it.
Following along with this path.
Yeah.
I actually have a question that popped up.
Shoot.
Oh yeah.
So, would you all ever come together, like one favorite clothing, like the Avengers with Groot?
Wow.
That's Gina.
That's gotta be Gina.
So, like, I guess no, that was Jamie.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Jamie.
Oh,
Would you ever be a group instead of just like separate gamers? Like, would that be something?
And I asked that question
Like
yesterday.
like a hub type thing, or
As in like a group? As
Yeah.
in like
Like Destiny's Child.
Hey, who's Beyonce? Who's gonna leave?
I'll be Kelly. I'll be Kelly. Fuck it.
No.
Wow.
Oh, was that Michelle? Oh no, that's
Wow.
Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, you be Beyonce.
I wouldn't be
I do
Beyonce.
look dark on. I do
I
look dark on
couldn't
camera.
be Beyonce. I could not be
yeah, you're the
Beyonce.
loudest. You keep like the.
I mean, that's crazy. First of all,
Like, you have the hair for it.
I don't have my. Yeah,
I gotta be Kelly Rowland.
I couldn't.
That
I need
shit
my
crazy,
FX.
right? That shit crazy, right?
No, I don't know. Destiny Child was a bad example.
Yeah, you know what? But that's a good
question.
question. But I think a lot of people. I asked that question last night. I was like, "Do you think you should squad up or not?" Because I feel like having a team name is kind of hard unless you know people, or you're in a position in the business to where it makes sense that you piece yourself together, like FaZe,
Absolutely.
100 Thieves. Like those are all content creators that are well off. Hey, come on in.
And
Hey,
everybody got to be on the same.
yeah,
like,
you got
like,
yeah.
age with that.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
it
because
can't-
you can't like one of the biggest things about teams, and you know, I grew up playing sports.
Yeah.
You know, I was always one of the leaders. I was always busting my butt. So if somebody wasn't, I had no problem telling them.
Absolutely.
I'm over here
Accountability.
busting my ass.
Yes.
So if I'm always carrying you, and this is a team effort, then it'd be tough because
Absolutely.
different personalities, different thrives, different goals.
Visions, yep.
You know, so everybody has to be at that certain level, I think, in order to make sense for everybody to be called a team or something like that. But it doesn't, like, we could be all good friends and support each other and know we all fuck with each other, but we don't have to have a team name.
Yeah.
That's what
I feel like
Uh-huh.
I feel like let's say if I take a picture of all of us and I like outline it and make it some merch and then we fall out, I gotta like cut that motherfucker out. That's more work. That's a lot more work and shit. Like,
That's a lot of ink.
that's like serious shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, no, but I got 20 shirts on the shelf.
if
Ain't
I
nobody
print
buying
this
this
shit, bro, you better act
He
right.
doesn't even wear his shit on
If I
tape.
print this shit, you better not fuck up, dog.
But the thing is, as well, we literally, even if we did really be like together, we can still vibe and chill with each other and not have a gang name. Like,
Correct.
say, like you be like, oh shit, Hulki's on. I wonder if Rief is gonna be with him or Krissy. Like, we could just be known. We don't have
absolutely.
to have a name.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be bum buddies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but we're good.
Yeah.
Just reject me, Krissy. I didn't even get the chance to give you my opinion. He's
I don't even like the
I'm
term
cool
bum
with
buddies.
riding solo. That album coming out next year.
No,
Oh my God.
I appreciate y'all. Fuck y'all.
She was looking like, she was like, the fuck?
Pause. Let me word that.
Are you not going to be carrying?
Hey, definitely
I told y'all I won't Beyonce.
Definitely Beyonce.
I told you I wasn't B.
Definitely Beyonce.
Beyonce vibes, don't count.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, like,
Talk
we
your
don't
shit.
need to have a name.
Nah.
Like, we ain't. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like Destiny's
Yeah.
Child. I want
Yeah.
us
For sure.
to be all on the same page.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Destiny's Child were on the same page. They released bangers,
Yeah.
but look where they at now.
Most
I wanna
groups
be
don't,
on
yeah.
the same page.
Yeah.
I'll be still. How do I use the word? I
Okay.
want to find a word without saying pause.
Do y'all
what I'm
know?
gonna say.
Do y'all know like a group of people that's famous that you know them together, but they're not type shit?
Exactly.
I can't think. Like it's like people that
Well, there's a lot of like
They're
comedians,
affiliated with
like
each other.
comedians. They'll travel in packs
and
and they all fuck with each other, but they're
but
not
they
a
have
team.
their own
But yeah,
entities,
but they're
but you know, like,
yeah, they're
oh yeah, that's his
a lot-
boy.
Yeah.
That's who that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I mean. Like,
I'm trying to figure. It's
I can't think of. I'm thinking from like musicians. I'm thinking about sports teams. I'm talking about rappers. I'm thinking about everybody for the most part who does like a form of entertainment. There's not too many groups that like stay together for so long. And I think the biggest thing is because people get so busy and they so focused on their goals, which is not always a bad thing. I think that's the thing that people tend to like stray away from each other, like, you know, where it's
differences.
like, differences.
And nothing bad. It's just like, I want to do this and you want to do that.
It's
it doesn't
like,
make sense for us to make another album together.
It's like all of us are together. It's like, hey, I want Jimmy to do this. And it's like, what about us? No, I want Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, go ahead and do your thing, Jimmy.
Yeah.
2 days later, hey, anybody heard from Jimmy? Dog, he don't fuck with us no more. Like, type shit, like, you know.
So for the answer, maybe not. Okay, but
no merch. You will not see our faces on a shirt for sure.
Well, I do believe if we do have a name, it'll be the Goofies.
The Goofies.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Goofies.
The Goofies.
Goofy.
Exactly. Gina said she'll be a promoter, individual shirt.
Right? Who sells the most?
That's a lot of fucking ink.
It's crazy.
Whoever sells the most merch is the Beyonce of the group.
The king.
Yes, there you go. There you go. That's a good one.
That's corny.
No, that's real.
It's a reference.
That's
it's a real.
It's really called the King's Comedy.
Yeah, but you never heard of like Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey and all that?
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers.
They're Kings of Comedy.
They all have their own vibe.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, and it's cool that we're slow. Even though how she was saying, we're still getting to know each other, and we could have more of these conversations, even in Discord, and talk and bounce
1,000
ideas off each other. Because when you stand united, people know that you don't have to have a same team name or anything like that. I've talked to Rief about this, and though I treat this content creating thing kind of like the music business. Just because we all content creators doesn't mean that we gotta do a song together.
Yeah.
Just because you're a rapper and I'm a rapper doesn't make like my content might not be your content, vice versa. So it makes no sense to play together.
Yep.
You know, because I have a lot of streamers like, damn, play with me, Jimmy. I'm like, bro, I'm not a Warzone sweat. I laugh. I'm doing stupid shit to make content. I ain't trying to win.
Yep.
I try, but
No.
I've had a lot of people get mad at me like, hey, you know, you got to push. You got to do this. I was like, hey, off stream. Hey, man, my bad. I just stopped playing like that. You know, we won't co-streamer. And it's nothing personal. And some people are like, oh, my bad. I'm like, no, it's cool. I don't want to deter you from what you do.
What you want to do.
But me at the same time, I don't want you to get upset because I crashed a helicopter and took one guy out, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
You know what
Wait.
I made a clip. You know what I mean? And in my head, it's like,
I felt attacked at first. Like,
a win.
like, hold on, wait, what?
I heard the crash of the helicopter. I'm like, damn.
As soon as I heard crash, I'm like, damn, man, he throwing shots at me right now.
But that's the thing. It's like we're all musicians our own way, and we all have our own way of doing things. And just because we're all musicians or our content creators doesn't mean that we need to play together. You know how many rappers? Hey, y'all check out so and so. Hey, that fool's fire, man. But they don't do music together. They get to know each other, have conversations like
this. It just don't work. It don't like it. It sounds like it would make sense, but then when you put them together, it doesn't work. Like Silk Sonic makes sense. Like musically, a lot of people don't know this, but I am a like musical buff, musical person. I love music, the behind the scenes stuff about it. I talk to my girl about music all day, and she's not a music person, so it just fucking goes over her head.
I have to talk to you about something other than that.
Yes, I love music, and I akin this. Like streaming and podcasts to the music industry. It is that the way it like develops with like how people grow and stuff like that, and how there's like over 1 million different type of SoundCloud rappers people never heard about. Same thing with streamers. A ton of people who stream that people never heard of, and the growth and all that. Contracts, you know, branding, all of that stuff.
And this shit's still new too. Like streaming is still relatively new.
I did my taxes for the first time last year as a content creator, and I was able to write off all my shit. Without getting in trouble. And I was like, damn, I have X amount of money that I put into this, and it balances out because I even did it on TurboTax. It's like, oh, as a content creator, your chances of getting audited are well below average. The amount of money that you're making and spending makes sense. And I was like,
I was just telling
Nato that. Put more shit on there.
I was just telling Nato about that. Like a lot of people think that you have to start a LLC. Not necessarily. And I highly recommend. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt.
That's another thing I'm going to have a talk with Rief another time about that specific thing. What are the benefits to that or not? Because I've read online. You don't have to.
You don't have
to.
But you could be independent.
But when you get to a certain level, you need to.
You need to.
There was one story. There was a girl that was on YouTube, and she said something about Cardi B. And Cardi B rang her and on YouTube, she didn't have an LLC. She took her to court, lost her house, lost her car, all this because when you slander somebody,
yeah,
publicly,
you get sued for that. Yeah.
She had millions of people following on YouTube. She lost her house, her car, X amount of money, and Cardi B did it just to be like, "Fuck, you're not gonna be able to just say that shit and get away with it publicly." And millions of people are saying something that's not true. Yeah. So she learned, wow, if I would have had an LLC, they could have sued my LLC, but at least all my personal belongings have been fine. And I was like, whoa.
I mean, but what did she say about Cardi B?
It's something that was true, I'm sorry.
I'm like,
man, that shit.
But
don't
the thing
matter.
is that the only reason that she got hit is because she had a good following on YouTube.
Right.
Yep. She had millions of people watching her. It's not like a Joe Blow, a couple people watching.
Well, I'd probably get away with that
when
shit,
you got millions of people watching you and you're saying certain things, you're saying it to that audience and they're going to spread it. And you know what I mean? So,
I mean, her defamation of character.
There you go. I think that's what it was. And it was settled off court, but she still lost a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And to Cardi B was like, thanks for your little pocket change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to say fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
She bought a Birkin with
you need that LLC, man.
She bought a Birkin
I
with
say,
that.
man, in this field, you should get it because you can easily get misconstrued with your wordplay or anything like that. And you need that.
I think that, and I'll bug you about that another time because I want to learn about that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. And the benefits, I ain't gonna cap though. Like when you go to the bank, they be like, oh yeah, you can get this. And I'm like, because I got a business, bam, you don't even know me. Like, so
you got good credit? Good.
Yeah, my credit good now.
Hell yeah.
He said, my credit good now. I mean, it took a little bit, but it's finally there.
It took 5 years to get that shit right, but it was worth it, though. It was worth it,
man.
It happens, man.
Man, well, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I know you guys all had to travel and do stuff, and we have babies here, and you know, things like that. And, but man, this was a win, and I appreciate y'all coming through, and you know, even just coming here, driving 10 hours, flying 1,000,000 miles. You know what I mean?
I
walked 4 hours here and shit.
It's my Ubered.
But no, man, this is awesome. I think, and I like all the energy that I got from you guys is gonna help me keep doing what I'm doing too. So, man, thank you guys so much for your guys.
I appreciate the fuck out of you, dog. I'm giving you flowers, man. You flew your ass all the way from El Paso with all this shit. You snuck all this shit through the goddamn airport. I don't know how they ain't fucking tag you up, but I appreciate you risking all that shit to get through here.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure to go check out Miss Krissy, the Rief Effect, Hulki Boy, and Nato Gaming, guys. We appreciate y'all. If you're watching this on VOD, of course, check us out on all the different platforms, man. All the links will be below, man. Until next time, peace out, homies.
The Rief Effect is in effect.